Good morning, everyone. Hey, it's Paul DiGrigoli, and welcome to Facebook Live. Well, we got an interesting program for you this week. We're going to talk a lot about organization culture, how important it is for the behavior and the culture to go to a next level. When I study businesses across the United States, I notice that the best businesses have the great culture. Now, when you talk about great culture, it comes down to great customer service, everybody getting along, everybody pitching together, catching together. That's really the key. So I want to share with you some components of how to get to a culture of excellence, how to create it, if you will. And then obviously, we have donkeys or we have thoroughbreds, and we got to get rid of our donkeys because they're the ones that really weigh us down. Okay? So first thing we want to talk about is hiring. Your hiring process is absolutely crucial. Don't hire on desperation. Most people hire on desperation. I think it's important to constantly and continuously keep your files moving and keep them going. And even when people come in, even when you're busy, even when you're not busy, it's important to constantly and continuously hiring. Sometimes you got to get 50 to 100 applications to find one person to fill that void. Hiring is critical. Don't hire on potential and experience. Be careful of that. Always hire on coachable spirit. Okay? You've got to hire on character. You can always teach anybody to do anything, but you can't teach people their behavior, and usually you don't find that out until later on. Even though we get references, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. We don't nail it down to where people do change their behavior. No matter where they go, whether they're going to Florida, whether they're going to California, Massachusetts, Oklahoma, Connecticut, you're always taking yourself with you. Number 2, finding out what works. You need to find out what their benefits are when it comes to employees. If you don't find out what their needs are, it's not going to motivate them. I know we always talk about, I have staff members that are not motivated. We can't get them motivated. How do we get them motivated? Because you don't understand what their benefits are and you don't understand what their needs are. That's extremely important. Number 3, you're going to find that, you're always going to have people that you like to get rid of, but you don't want to get rid of them because there are certain aspects of the fulfillment that you haven't done yet. But let me say this to you. It's not the people that you fire that make your life miserable. It's the people you don't fire that make your life miserable, and you need to plan for it, and you need to be very proactive when it comes to that. That's critical. It's either they want to be part of the organization, there's harmony, there's growth, there's a future for them, or there's nothing at all. Last thing, you must have a 90-day probationary period. You got to do it 30, 60, 90 days. Do that evaluation. Find out what's making them tick. Find out what is really motivating them to stay with the company, why they like the company. They be learning a lot, they're growing a lot, financially they're growing a lot, and they're responsible within their position. And then understand what their needs are, and we talked a lot about that, about their needs and their benefits. And then lastly, the most important thing is that when you make a promise as a leader, as a manager, as a supervisor, it's very important to stick to that promise and to follow through. Don't do any of that haphazardly because you're going to break down trust and you're going to break down the honesty within the organization. I hope this really helps you, and think about it, play it again and again, share it with as many people as you possibly can, and to try to help everybody understand how important people are within your organization. Have a nice day, have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.